Gamboa went through a period where he was becoming so much of a responsible boxer, he wasn't fun to watch anymore.
Below the regular wrist area, and the more that you can get the gloves and then you pull it back, it takes the weight off.
Game now, Ponce de Leon.
The way he fought had to give him confidence. Harold Letterman scored the fight for him.
Well, he's going tit for tat this round and may have won the round up until this point.
He just outlanded Gamboa.
Yes.
Middle of the ring, landed straight left hand.
He will open his shoulders to slug when he gets inside. 6 for Gamboa, and threw a few more as well. For Gamboa, the 8-1 favorite in the fight.
Learned how to pitch, has a feel for it. Fighter meeting about changing the speed of his punches and even the direction midair. But here it's not helping him.
That's been the case in the first 45 seconds. Good right hand by Gamboa.
And inside of those punches, you can get Gamboa to get away with much shorter punches, so he should try to force it into exchanges.
On that looping punch from the outside. Good left hand by Ponce de Leon.
In this way, I'm surprised that Ponce is doing very well.
Body shot by Ponce de Leon. Gamboa came back with the left.
Not that it matters anymore, guys, because...
And he caught Ponce de Leon with a counter right hook that he never saw coming. That's what created the knockout.
What Gamboa needs to do is force exchanges, make him fight toe-to-toe.
Was 12 out of 31 to the favorite, Gamboa. Dominating speed advantage is beginning to show up. Good hard body shot by Ponce de Leon.
His defense is pretty good, and Gamboa has not been able to get a good rhythm of his own yet.
Good left hook by Gamboa there. Ponce de Leon is living off his timing. Choosing the right moments and the right punches. Veterans will remember, oh, what a right hand by Gamboa.
Of recent years.
He didn't have speed, he had great timing.
Great timing. By the way, both Klitschko brothers.
There's another left hand over the top by Ponce de Leon. He missed. Good left hand by Ponce de Leon.
30-27, Yuriorkis Gamboa. And I really don't do a heck of a lot. On the other hand, Gamboa, when he hits you, he hurts you. And when you're judging a fight, you're up close. You got to judge velocity.
I agree with
There you go. There you go. Now that Gamboa has become a reasonably responsible defender.
You know, the obvious stuff is there, the speed, the punching power. Right there, you see stuff that other guys just can't do. But he just appears a little more vulnerable than Sergio Martinez and Broner and Mayweather and Pacquiao.
So far.
Yeah, he needs a few more performances.
This is the way he should fight all the way through.
Like this, like he's fighting at the moment.
Yeah.
Gamboa able to move De Leon clockwise, which is how you want a southpaw moving.
Pick it up. Have had significantly more fights than Gamboa.
They have, but as you mentioned, they're a little farther along in their pro careers than him.
Hard right hand by Gamboa momentarily wobbled Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon walked into it. This is the kind of fighter he is. If you hurt him, he wants to come back and hurt you right now.
I think more than get hurt is just his bad balance. That was when he was throwing one of those looping punches and was off balance and got hit. But I don't think he was ever seriously hurt at all.
And it sometimes cost him, like you just seen.
More fights in spurts. He shows greatness in spots and then he takes off.
Emmanuel, maybe too many amateur fights in that
they get
terrible
the
amateur
and
style.
They get a hit on the point and they take off. They'll say, well, you know, you're up 8-2. So they'll just take off and rest for a while and run to keep the points up.
I think is a professional fighter.
And there's Harold's point. The looping punch from Ponce de Leon did some damage to Gamboa, but not as much damage as did Gamboa's straight, sharp right hand on the chin. Perfect illustration of what Harold Letterman told you before. What Gamboa brought back. You recently did the sit-down face-off with Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez.
In front of a giant TV screen showing highlights of their first 2 fights.
Tremendous.
Very interesting, especially when they got up and agreed to be posed in certain positions at key moments.
But when you put the knockdowns in there, definitely not.
First one was a draw. Good quick left hook inside by Gamboa.
I'm able to hit you when I want.
Really, I think he's developing still a respect for Ponce de Leon as his fights going on. And any fight that I've saw him in as a professional fighter.
Hard right hand by Gamboa.
The guy just keeps landing the hardest shots for the outside. He's a very good ring general. You know, his distance is perfect. He just keeps the fight far enough so that Ponce de Leon has to use that herky-jerky style.
Harold's card. Here's Gamboa in a less than spectacular performance, winning every round. Fighter who was once quality and whose quality has gotten better in recent years.
You know, he's got two very crafty right now that he's fighting Gamboa.
That Ponce de Leon is a product of a corn beer by the barrel, achieving levels of blind drunkenness that would be the envy of any Skid Row drunk. And yet they go out and work the next day. Has now lived in East Los Angeles, an almost all Mexican community for 9 years. That's astonishing.
You've seen Gamboa switch up to southpaw a couple times this round. There he does it again.
Do what he wants to. He has that much control. I agree with you.
But it's not a lopsided shutout. It's a shutout in which every round has been interesting.
Complete package, as he did in the Solis fight, where we saw an emerging super fighter. It's not the kind of performance that makes you start thinking about
of Cuba and the United States in the blue, red, and white trunks against Daniel Ponce de Leon of Mexico. Gamboa trying to cement his status as the #1 featherweight in the world.
Accidental headbutt. Check him out, Doc.
Let's take a look at the headbutt. Bang. Conventional fighter against a southpaw. Both guys trying to be offensively aggressive at times. It's the kind of thing which was bound to happen.
By way of technical unanimous decision, Yuriorkis, el ciclón de Guantánamo, Gamboa.